Hello. So where we left off, we were talking about King Thespius, and Hercules again is out there in the countryside. He, in a fit of rage and frustration, killed his music teacher, his teacher who was teaching him how to play the lyre, and hit him over the head with it. His music teacher Linus killed him, and so now he's been sent to the countryside. He ends up staying with a guy named King Thespius and chasing this lion called the Thespian lion, which we'll talk more about here in a minute. And the unique thing about King Thespius is that he has 50 daughters. And in many stories, Hercules has relations with all 50 daughters over the course of 50 days, sort of he goes out, looks for the lion during the day, comes back at night, and has relations with a different daughter each night. Some later stories kind of say, well, hold on here. Hercules is Zeus's son, and so it's not 50 girls over 50 days, but all 50 girls in one night. So, take that for what you will. Anyway, the lion itself, he does eventually catch the lion, he kills the lion, and he skins the lion, and then takes the lion's skin and wears it. Now, in the this kind of section of his story, while he's out looking for the lion one day, he is in the woods and he runs into these two goddesses, and they say, hey, here's your choice. Are you going to have a life of virtue, or are you going to have a life of ease or leisure? And Hercules says, well, I want to have a life of virtue. I want to make, the good life, a good life. And honestly, in when we're in class, I will often point out, let me go back to it here, that, in some respects, the Positivity Project is about virtue. What's good character? What's, the keys to living a happy life? And so anyway, so this is kind of Hercules faced with that choice, and he says, I'm going to choose virtue. Now, the interesting thing is there will be times in Hercules' story where you will say, wait a minute, that doesn't seem like he's making a good, choice, a wise choice, but he says that's the life he really wants to pursue. And here is a picture of Hercules wrestling with the lion, the Thespian lion, before he eventually kills it. And here is a picture of Hercules, and so, you kind of look at this and say, okay, which goddess is which one's virtue, which one's ease, right? The life of ease. Well, if you look at it for more than a minute, it kind of becomes clear, right? So notice even just the dress, right? I mean, this is a goddess who's working hard, who's, dressed to do work. This is not. And then you'll notice, here's kind of the narrow, difficult path, not lots of shade, not lots of it's not an easy path. And so that's, this is virtue here. And then this is ease over here. And you'll notice the direction she's pointing. It's shadier. It's, it's prettier. There's lots more green. These masks here represent drama and reading and literature and music and things that, you can pursue when life is a little bit easier. And then this over here is a poet who's kind of recording Hercules' choice. Well, Hercules comes home. He's been out in the countryside, and he's taking care of this terrible lion and fathered many children, because all 50 of those girls get pregnant. The last one has twins, so he, has 51 children at this point. He comes home. And when he gets home, he finds out that the Thebans, again, this is his hometown, that they have to pay a tribute. And a tribute is some sort of agreed upon payment at a regular time because you lost a war. And we will talk more about that when next we meet.